Hello, it's Saturday. So, I didn't post a dinner one last night because my son called and said, do you want to meet us for Chinese? So, dinner's finishing in the oven right now for today. But I was watching Suttons Daze, and she made these ranch beans, and oh my God, they look so good. So I was on a quest to go get this zesty ranch dry mix, and nobody carries it anymore. So I happened to go online and I found a copycat. So in here I have got a half a cup of dried parsley, minced onions, dried chives, chili powder, cumin, and salt. I'll put that recipe on there as well. And I'm not going to be defeated. I want to make these beans. I'm going to make these beans. So, I made up the dry mix, and then what I did is I actually put it through the grinders, because you know some of those can be really big pieces and I didn't want that. So I put them a little bit through my little grinder to make it a little bit more finer. So I'm doing these in pints, and I'm using pinto beans. So when you do pints, you want to do not a full half cup, but pretty close, you know what I mean? Don't go round it over. My beans are washed. I thought I got everything out. There's a green one. My beans are washed. I do not do where you pre-cook your beans. I don't do any of that. This is called the dry method, I think is what they call it. So I'm going to do, my canner will hold 9. So I'm going to do 9 pints. And I'm going to have to get more beans. Alright. Because I got 6 of them filled. So we'll go to the last 9 here. Remember how I told you I store them in 2-liter bottles. And I leave one up here all the time so that I can use them if I need it. These are really, really easy to do. This is how I do my pinto beans too, except for without the spice. And it's really, really simple to make. On pints, it takes 75 minutes. Pressure cook. All right, so there we go. So there is that. And then it says to use, she said to use 1 teaspoon of the seasoning mix. And you guys, if you could smell this, it smells so good. I can't even lie. I can't wait to test these. So you're going to put a teaspoon in every single jar. And I've seen where they've done things with like Mexican food with it. And a couple of the other girls did other stuff with it. But if I like it, it will be a staple around my house, because if it tastes half as good as it smells, you guys, it's going to be a killer good. And then I still had quite a bit left, so, you know, I'm going to jar that up, and I will have it for next time. Now, on your headspace, you definitely need 1 inch, because these beans are going to expand. So you only want to go to 1 inch headspace. Headspaces, you know, I never thought that they were that important, but honestly, when you go through and you have stuff that doesn't seal because you didn't have the right headspace, and you put all that work into it, believe me, you guys, it sucks. And you don't want that to happen. So, try to always remember to do the correct headspace. Oh my gosh, as soon as the water touches this, it smells so good. And I want to give a shout out to our urban homestead today. Chelsea, she's actually doing a grand opening for Michigan Gardener. And really proud of her because he picked her channel to come down and help do the opening. I gotta get a little bit more butter, guys. So I'm really proud of her today. I think that's amazing. And she's so excited. She's a big time gardener, canner, preserver, all that stuff too, but she loves her garden, and I don't think he could have picked a better person to represent with his company. And she uses a lot of his seeds, so that's a good thing too. Look at that. Oh, you guys, I can't wait to try these, honestly. I think I might come up with a recipe for tomorrow. And then you want to make sure you debubble them. And that can actually get your spices moved around in there too. Which, that's not such a bad thing either. Oh gosh, you guys, I wish, you know, when we're doing stuff like this, I wish you guys could get smell-o-vision. Because, was it Willy Wonka that did that smell-o-vision thing? That was pretty cool. Alright, so now, you want to make sure that, even though you didn't put anything greasy or anything in there, you want to make sure that you still clean all of your lids. I'm going to move this over here. And then I can just drop them in there. And then I keep my lids in this Pringles container. And I can store quite a few in there, which is nice. You can't get the big ones in there, but you can get the regular lids. And then finger tight. So that means when you do it, just finger tight. Alrighty, next one here. And like I say, these ones are going to go for 75 minutes. And they're pressure cans. So what's going to happen is I'm going to load this canner up. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to put it on high. And when it starts venting, and I mean a full stream of vent, then I will put my jiggler on there and it starts doing the jiggly thing. Then I will start timing the timer then for 75 minutes. But make sure it comes up to pressure and does all the steam before you do that. So I'm going to get the canner loaded, and I will come back when they're done. I am so excited. Actually, let me show you one thing too. Hold on. I'm going to flip the camera around here and show you what. Look at the shelf he built me from behind my stove. Do you see it? So I can't even more room that makes in my spice cupboard. So kudos to the hubby. So we'll be back to show you dinner and to show you what the canned goods look like. Have a good one, guys. Alright, so the beans are out after 75 minutes. And for those of you that haven't canned before, I want you to look right in those jars. Do you see how it keeps cooking it? And the bubbling. Now what's going to happen is every one of those hopefully will pop. You'll hear a ting. I was hoping you'd get to hear one, but I just took it out of the cooker. So once they cool down, then we'll have our ranch beans. And I think actually I'm going to use them tomorrow and make nachos with them. Make them, put my immersion blender into them, and yeah, they're going to be killer good. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing to someone, even if it's just a smile.